Aloha and welcome to another episode of Hawaii Food Explorers. In this episode, we will continue to explore Universal Studios Japan.
Let's go.
Chopper's Fruity Peach Soda. As with all drinks in the park, it must be mixed. It has a nice peach flavor. It's chopped up fruit and like fruit bubble things, popping, whatever you call them. Things I don't like. At the bottom, adds extra peach flavor to it. The flavor is actually really good though.
Chopper's Fruity Peach Soda. I got peach on that one. What else is in here? There's peach, popping boba, and I don't know, something red, like little red slivers or something. Wow, the flavor is outstanding peach. No, fruit pieces, oh, peachy. Popping boba, peachy. Flavor is great. I like this.
Super good. Robin's Flower Blueberry Frappe. It's like kakigori or something. With yogurt? Yeah. Flowers. That's the same flower they use for the mosquito thing in the amber. Whatever kind of flower that is. It's a good blueberry flavor. I guess if you eat it fast enough, you don't have to really dig down too deep. Or like syrup part. I don't know about using the term frappe. I think that's used very loosely for this. But it's more like a kakigori style. But it has a good blueberry flavor. It's nice. Nice and refreshing.
Well, the flavor is good. It is blueberry. Summertime, this thing melts fast, so maybe a frappe. But when you get it, it's like kakigori. It's turning into like a slush frappe. So, and the flowers are edible. You can't eat the flowers. I'm gonna eat a flower now. I don't see why there's not like a longer line to get this and that. Because these drinks, they're a little out of the way, but by end they're good. Two great drinks. So now we got those drinks. We're gonna mosey on down this way. Since we went to Lost World Restaurant, we got these fossil fuel. Head down this way, grab some beef rib and churrito. Let's go see.
Hey, Zoro's Matcha Churrito. You can taste the matcha in this one, but it's just on the outside. So it's just like a regular churro dusted. But if you like matcha, I think it's worth trying. But it's not matcha all the way through. It's a regular churro with matcha flavoring on the outside.
We tried the other churros. I'm convinced, I mean, Universal knows how to fry a churro. These churros, moist, chewy on the inside, crispy on the outside, not dried out and burned. It's nice warmth to it. And it is exactly what it says. You can taste the matcha. The matcha is in the powder. The powdered matcha, mixed it into the sugar. And again, the frosting isn't overly sweet. Key. Great. I would suggest any churro so far has been so good. Go for it. It's Sanji's Provence style barbecue pork rib.
The pork part is nice. Is there marinara sauce on this? I don't know how much texture the panko is adding, but it's a nice tasting pork rib.
This pork rib is nicely done. It is tender. There's a slight spice to this barbecue tomato sauce. It's a really good rib. Yeah, I think it's a really good rib, and it's going to be filling. It's pretty meaty. Watch how this comes apart. That thing is so tender. Like once you get that work and you get that piece and you start pulling it, it just comes apart. But it doesn't fall apart. Like I can grab it and it won't fall apart. You put it in your mouth, you chew one time, falls apart. Amazing. I would get that.
How are you even supposed to get to the bottom? Which is good. This is a refreshing drink. It's more like crushed ice, but it's good. It tastes good and it's refreshing.
That salted cream is really good. If you can push this down and kind of get everything in one bite, oh man, that's such a great bite. You got the Jaws splash. It's like a ramune. There's jellies, there's glitter, there's whipped cream, there's regular cream. You mix it all together and it comes out like a ramune soda. I think it's pretty good. You also get the I like it. The jellies are broken up so much you just drink it and swallow it. You don't have to chew it. Good. I like that one.
I don't think it's soda-y. It's not carbonated enough. There's not enough fizz for me, but it does taste good. I think I prefer the ice one. But if you're just looking for a drink, this is good. Shaped like Jaws. This is Finn. Jaws is Finn. Bruce's Finn. But it's teriyaki chicken with, they still put tomato sauce on it. So it just really reminds me of those breads. Not like pizza, but of those like pizza type breads they sell at those bakeries. Because they usually put mayonnaise on it with different ingredients. But that said, it's pretty good. I would still recommend giving it a try if you like things like that.
Good teriyaki chicken flavor. You look real close. You can see the layers of the Danish. So it has that like Sicilian pizza texture almost. If you're really hungry, I would get it, eat it for yourself, not share it with somebody so you can try other things. But I think this is a really good addition here. I mean, it's very tasty. So stop by. Right across from Jaws, right across from Bruce. Pick up a pizza Danish.
Jaws meat shark nuggets. Bit into it already. Tastes like really good.
Tastes like shark.
A little bit. Tastes like a shark a little bit.
You didn't use the sauce?
I didn't use the sauce yet, and I think Jaws would like to eat this.
Jaws would like to eat his own self.
No, because Jaws eats other sharks too.
Like a fishy, not fishy, but a fish nugget and a chicken nugget combined. Chicken nugget texture with a slight fish flavor. That's what shark is supposed to taste like. But they're good.
Okay, so everybody's eating it as is. I'll just dip a little and try it with this. Looks like a white tartar sauce. These shark nuggets, they're pretty good. Good texture, well cooked, balanced with the tartar sauce. It's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna taste of this Jaws roll cake. A nice soda cake flavor, soda flavor on that cake. It also has whipped cream rolled in it that has a little bit of that soda flavor. And then whipped cream on top with a gummy shark fin, Jaws fin. So this has always been like a staple favorite. For those of you who have come in the past and have eaten this, it has gotten a little smaller, or at least to me, it looks like it's gotten a little smaller. Or maybe Leon's getting larger. But the taste is good. I mean, the taste is there. It's well balanced. It's not overly sweet. It's something that I'll 100% recommend every time you come here. I like this kid set that has a chicken and pancake. Comes with a nice little dessert. Jaws fried chicken. It's a nice thin batter on this thing. Boneless. It's a boneless. Just light crunch to that. Juicy inside, nice and flavorful. You know, Japan and their fried chicken, you know, even convenience stores like Family Mart, Famichiki. It's reminiscent of that, except with a different type of batter. It's not like the typical breading kind of batter. This is more of a wet batter that they've fried and put on. And again, excellent. All around winner. Jaws is a winner. The ride. You know, we got Bruce out here hanging. We don't have to go like backstage kind of. Take a picture with it, and it's nice and clean. Come here evening when that thing is lit up and it looks menacing, that statue. And you also get like a great shot of it. It's very nice. Also the Jaws ride at night, excellent. The chicken sandwich. So as you can see, it's a chicken patty with lettuce and their version of tartar sauce. The underlying feature of their tartar sauce is it's more eggy. And this one they've added a little bit of mustard to it, so that thing hits even better, especially with fried chicken. Hey, Amity, well, a big shout out. They're one of the other vendors here serving the large drinks during summer, so you can get your large unsweetened oolong. Oh, it's a spot. Or if you guys like Coke or whatever, you know, I guess you can get that. Chicken burger, nice soft bun, crunchy lettuce, really good tartar sauce. And the chicken, same as the fried chicken patty, very good. Nice, thin, crispy layer, juicy on the inside. Hey, Jaws, this area hits it out of the park, but again, come early because, you know, if you don't come before 4, there's a chance all of these places that are gonna, you know, all these eateries here are closed. We've been here and we're like, oh, let's head on down to Jaws. We'll make it there by 4. 4:30 comes, 5 o'clock comes. Yeah, they're all closed. And then you go, dang, I missed my soda cake. Or, oh, I wish I had my fried chicken. But yeah, use the app, check the times. Some days they're open till like 7. Or just be prepared to stand in line for like 15-20 minutes. You know, I mean, on average throughout the day. Because all these people, you know, they come on and they're like, oh, go early, go on the off hours, don't eat during the lunchtime, eat before or after the lunchtime. So now all these people are doing it, and all that does is extend the wait time from before the lunch period, through the lunch period, to after the lunch period. Whoa, big one. Let's start with the salad, onion oroshi dressing, and it's a cabbage salad. Cucumbers, red cabbage, the standard Japanese dressing, grated onion and everything in a like a shoyu based oroshi dressing. That. I like it. You know, nice simple salad. You can see it's pretty big. It's like size of your face, kind of big. So a piece for 4, definitely I think that's enough salad for 4 people. So each person will get like a ear of corn, nice and poppy, a lot of juice. It's not overly salted. They give you salt and pepper and other things that you can use. But you really don't need it. I mean, this is really nice. This corn is nice. Okay, so they have an assortment of like roasted and steamed vegetables. We have broccoli, carrot, piman, and roasted potatoes. So roasted potatoes, they're sliced thin, dropped in style. Nice fluffy inside. Carrots, steamed carrots. Carrots in Japan, sweet. Roasted red peppers, so good. 10th anniversary mug filled with, the best butterbeer is frozen butterbeer. The frozen butterbeer doesn't come off as being too sweet. Roasted piman. Oh. Roasted red peppers, so good. As for the meats go, we're gonna try the pork rib. This one has a little bit of chew. It's not sliding off the bone. It does come off the bone fairly easily. So as you can see, this pork has like a lot of fat, but it's not rendered completely out. So it's very meaty at the same time. That's a good balance. Personally, I'm enjoying that. It's actually done really well. I mean, I'm surprised, you know. Theme park putting out that's pretty good, you know. So we're gonna go in to a little bit of chicken. Wow, it's gonna taste like huli huli chicken. It's nicely seasoned, kind of juicy. The outside is a good char, but the inside is not dry at all. Look at that chicken. I don't know, does it look dry on the camera? Does it look dry? I tell you, it's not. No. Everything on that feast, if you want to order it individually, they do have it. You can order a chicken plate, you can order a pork rib plate. And I think they come with 1 ear of corn, there's a little bit of vegetable left. Come from Hawaii, this plate could be good enough for one person. Great feast, one person, I don't know. Maybe two. 2 kids. That's good. Fish and chips. Put a little bit of lemon on that. Let's go. Vinegar. Look at the batter. Nice and crispy. Inside, tender, juicy. Not bad at all, actually. Mix that with vinegar. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. The bite without the vinegar, it tastes good. I like mine with vinegar just to cut through some of that oil.
Okay, so we're given specific instructions on mixing this drink. So first we had to push down all the ice, mixing it all together, and then it came with this add-on cup of something. Pour that in. As with all drinks served in the park, mix. You definitely get that mint. The kiwi flavor, not as strong as I would like it, but it's still good. It's refreshing.
Apple and white sour. Comes with a white sour. It's like an alcoholic yogurt. Cheers. We saw this outside. They'll be selling tons of this. Ooh, get that. Get it. Apple. It has like a slight tartness to it. The yogurt makes it a little creamy with that alcohol.
A side note, I used to live in London, so I've had a lot of fish and chips there. However, fish and chips here in Japan are a good rival to it, and I do like that this place automatically gives you malt vinegar and you do not have to ask for it. So I drench mine in vinegar, and I usually like to put a little salt on it, but they didn't give that to us. It's a good fish. The batter is nice and crunchy. The fish is flaky on the inside, but it's good. The malt vinegar. I think I like the one at the Harry Potter restaurant better though.
Try it with the tartar sauce. No, I normally like it with vinegar. The Japan tartar sauce, come on now. I'm gonna eat it with French fry. Sorry, a chip. I don't know, man. This Japan tartar sauce, it's just everywhere you go, they make it slightly different, and it doesn't matter. It's still good. I think it's a pretty solid offering now. Nice and crispy, flaky on the inside, solid. Tartar sauce is super good. Vinegar, good.
So this onion blast is good because it's not oily. It's crunchy on the outside. The onion is nicely cooked and tender on the inside. And it's not oily or greasy. So usually when you order it from other places, like chain restaurants, it's greasy. But this one doesn't make me feel gross eating it. So this is a good one.
Let's get into this onion blossom, which I was kind of skeptical because I asked him, you know, it's just the two of us, what can we have? And he said, onion blossom, perfect for 2 people. I'm gonna start with the traditional, grab as many petals as you can, because that's, I know people are gonna eat it one by one, but I know a lot of you're gonna grab it like this and it's gonna taste different. The texture is gonna be different, so let's try it out like this. Their sauce. Oh man, their sauce is like a It's like a rugged cane sauce. And this is fried perfectly. The sweetness of an onion comes through. I don't want to say this has the best onion blossom I've had, but that's the best onion blossom I've had. With the sauce, the frying, the taste of the onion, the size. It's better to have this size than to have one massive size. And then if you need some more, order another one. But this is like a nice size. With 2 people, nice size, have some drinks, you know? 2, 3, 6, whatever. This will last you. This is good. I like this.
Okay, then we got buffalo wings. This one has actual buffalo sauce, or buffalo style sauce on it. We've been places where they say buffalo wings, but it's just like fried with no sauce. The chicken is good. The buffalo flavoring isn't as strong as you might be used to if you're from the US. But it's a good chicken. It's very mild. The spice is very, very mild. So if you're into spicy things, you'd probably not even think this was spicy. And it's actually a little sweet too.
It's like a moist buffalo wing. Okay? But it's not super saucy. I don't know if this will have a punch. You know how hard it is to find a spicy buffalo wing in Japan? It's not like in America where you can just go anywhere and get a buffalo wing. The wing just like falls apart to your chew, not to like your touch, to your chew. Sauce-wise, it's hard to compare because it's hard to find somebody who's gonna go over the top with that vinegar and spice like you find in America, because the Japan palate doesn't really handle spice, like super spicy all that well as a whole. Yeah, there are people who go in and order really, really spicy things, but as a whole. So this does have a little bit of kick, but it's not too bad. I like it.
You are not supposed to be here. That's so cool.
And now we're back in our wrap-up room to wrap things up.
All right, so this part 2 was just there's just so many things at Universal. This we could have made like a 2-hour video just on things to eat and all of that other stuff at Universal. So for this one, straightforward. Jaws area has a lot of food and everything was pretty good. One of the must-gets that you'll see everybody getting is the Jaws roll cake. That is somewhat hard to find. I think that style roll cake would be very popular when you go to other places in Japan, but that certain flavor, that soda flavor, they don't do it outside of there. So a lot of people flock there, and it is well worth it.
Yeah, make sure you check if it's open. Sometimes they just close, I don't know, whenever. So hopefully you time it right and they're open when you get there. The other thing is seating is very limited inside the restaurant. There is a downstairs area that you can check as well. Some people don't know about that. But most of the people end up just buying their food and taking it outside across the walkway where they have like a covered pavilion. There's outside seating, so...
Yeah, and you get a nice view, you know, you look over the harbor area and you can see across the way. It's a nice view.
Yeah, if the weather's nice, then it's not a bad place to be and eat your food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just watch out for birds.
They also have the shark nuggets, so if you've ever wanted to try shark, I know some places it's illegal, you don't have shark meat, so it's one of those things, you know, you could try it.
Yeah, I mean, the kids liked it.
Yeah, they ate it.
So, if you want to say you had shark, that's one way.
You know, all the great things that we had, you know, one tip about the restaurants is that once you know that you're going to Universal and you want to eat at a certain place, you know, whether it's months in advance or what, go on to the website or use the app and just spam that restaurant to reserve a spot. Because certain restaurants will just fill up. And that's another thing that's good about having your app. You know, use the app. If they change times of some of these eateries, you'll be able to find out. If there's shutdowns, you'll be able to find out. But the main thing people use it for are for these lottery tickets, for standby tickets, and for these restaurant reservations. So Finnegan's, very popular, and 90% of the time I would say you would need a reservation or you're going to be waiting for a while. They do take walk-ins, and you know, we're lucky we walked in because I tried the reservation thing and they're all full. It just so happened that, you know, we walked by and I was like, hey, doesn't seem to be too many people right now, and we got squeezed in. But when we were there, the whole thing filled up. So
Yeah.
If you want to eat there or at some of the other restaurants, be sure to use the app, be sure to use their website and take advantage of the restaurant reservations. You know, don't be discouraged if you can't get a reservation. You can still walk up. So at the beginning of your day, you go to the restaurant, put your name down and say, you know, we would like to eat. And sometimes they'll take your number and they'll call you so you can enjoy the park, and they'll call you when a space is ready. Or sometimes they can fit you in right away. Another one is take advantage of, again, the app with some of the restaurants, like at was it 3 Broomsticks? Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
You can start looking at the food before you get in. There's also a spot where you can mobile order your food, so you can go in there, get your mobile order done, and just go straight to the seating areas instead of waiting in line.
Hey, speaking of Harry Potter, that land, you know, I wasn't really into Harry Potter, and I'm still not really into Harry Potter, but I can say that land is super cool. Like, and it's interactive, you know, you can buy those wands and do the spells and everything, and the lines can get long though for those spell things. You may be standing in line for a while, especially for the popular ones, which are towards the entrance of the land. So the train and the luggage or something, that's at the front, right? The train and the luggage.
Hogwarts Express.
And then I don't know. And then the fire and the door, right? So those, whatever those things are called, like those are the main ones that have the longest lines. There are other smaller features that you can do spells for that the lines are a little shorter, and they happen faster, I think, than the main ones that are closer to the front and the middle. So, but kids and adults have a blast doing those things.
I wasn't super impressed with the rides. They have 2 rides there. Not really that impressed with it. I'd much rather just be immersed in the world and do the magic tricks, the wand tricks. But one thing is cool is that they have this little inlet right outside the castle that you can walk down and you can take a nice picture of the castle. And the one thing that kind of, it's just like a little thing, but it actually is like a black lake. So like the books and movies and everything, it is black. So the reflection off of it is pretty cool when you can see the castle, when you can see Hogwarts reflecting off of that.
It does look nice. So that Flight of the Hippogriff ride is, to me, is not worth it. It's like, I don't know, it's 15-20 second ride, and people wait a long time to get into, like, it is not worth an hour wait.
I've seen 120 plus minute line for that thing, and that is crazy.
It's maybe 20 minutes at the very most is what I would wait for that line. And we had a express thing, and even with that, it was still like 20 minutes, I would say. So that is the maximum of time I am willing to wait for that 20-second ride. So to me, if I had to make a decision, I'd pass on that ride and spend the time doing something else. The other ride, the Forbidden Journey, is pretty cool. Like, that one's cool.
Yeah.
That one's worth waiting for. At least, I mean, maybe an hour the most. I mean, it's a longer ride, and it's pretty cool. I like that one.
I'm not a big fan because of the harness that comes down is a U harness. So you pull it down, and for some reason, where it ends is like right on my solar plexus. So like, if it's tight, it just feels like I can't get like a full breath, because they'll kind of jam it down, and it'll be like just pressing like right in that right spot. Like if I sit like peaked a little bit where it just doesn't hit that spot, yeah, it's fine. But if I'm sitting comfortably, it's the where it hits me is just uncomfortable. But the ride itself, I think, could use an update, but it's still a pretty cool ride.
Yeah. With those, what are they called? Dementors? Is that right? Yeah. There's a lot of those things, and those are cool.
Yeah, that cracks me up. Every time I hear it now, I just think of The Office and Michael Scott. Prison Mike. But but again, there's some food selection there. They'll have usually 2 to 4 different types of churros flavors. They'll have the 3 broomsticks, and they also have your butterbeer. They were saying that they may keep the frozen butterbeer year round, but I don't think they will. They're gonna switch it to hot butterbeer in the winter, probably right about now with the fall, winter, and the normal butterbeer. But in my opinion, I think the frozen butterbeer has less of a sweet kick to it, and it just is the best butterbeer. Am I wrong? Comments?
I mean, it's all right.
Comments?
To me, they're all too sweet, but
The frozen one tastes good.
it's okay.
Yeah.
So, but the churros, so there are 4 different churros, but they only serve 2 at a time, and they're the 4
Houses.
So, right, yep. So, but they only serve 2 at a time, so it'll be like green versus red. Whatever. Or
green.
Yellow versus whatever the other color is. Blue? Purple? What? I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
She's kind of referring to like Gryffindor and Hufflepuff and Slytherin.
They rotate it. So if you want to try them all, you're going to have to go more than one day.
At Ollivanders, they also have a wand specific that you can only buy at USJ, Universal Studios Japan. So they have a Sakura wood wand, interactive wand, that'll work at all the other Harry Potter worlds, but it's only sold at Universal Japan. And, you know, I see a lot of other people, they're buying like the Harry wands, they're buying, you know, some of the other Ash wands and things like that. But they may not say, you have to ask them It's not like labeled like this is, only available at Universal Studios Japan. You have to ask them, and then they'll point it out to you.
Whether or not you're a fan of Harry Potter, I think you'll still have a fun time.
I think one thing we should mention is that if you do have kids that like Harry Potter, the robes for the adults are pretty nice. The robes for kids, the color scheme is off.
The color's off.
It's kind of weird.
Sorry, we don't have a picture of that, but it's like brighter, like primary color bright. So it's not authentic to the story.
Like the Gryffindor one, instead of that deeper red maroon, it was more like red. It was kind of like red and yellow. And it was just, it looked like a knockoff.
Yeah, so I almost bought one for the child, but even though I'm not a fan, I was like, this is not the real color of it, so I didn't.
But the hooded towels that look like the robe are pretty good.
We ended up buying a hooded towel instead.
Yeah.
Which still looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. And then while you're in Japan, if you're really, really big on Harry Potter, in Tokyo, they have the Harry Potter Cafe. They have another Harry Potter store. They have the Warner Brothers behind the scenes of Harry Potter. So there's a lot of Harry Potter going on. Japan is really high on Harry Potter.
Oh, so, I don't know. I may be converted.
I think after she's probably going to have to watch all the movies. Because the child is reading the books. Every time he finishes a book, he gets to watch the movie corresponding to that book. So, she's kind of forced to watch it now. One more tip about Universal Studios Japan. Every season they will have something special going on. Christmas, Halloween Horror Nights in Japan. Crazy. They got Sadako in there from, I guess in America as you would know it as The Ring. People fainting. I mean, it's psychologically, that's what's horror. But they also have like Chucky. They have a Resident Evil thing. They also have scare actors in scare parts of the park. Again, food is going to be the underlying factor, all themed. Same thing that goes on with Christmas, they'll theme it up. And within those seasons, they'll also have collaborations with like an anime or a movie that'll play at certain theaters. So they'll have a ride or a 4D experience or a VR thing, as well as food corresponding to that. So always check the app. They also have like a little newsletter thing in the app that you can click on to see what's new and what's upcoming. Check it, because there could be some cool things that's hidden away on the side lot that you may want to see.
And now it's time for the word of the day.
Today's word, since we enjoy Jaws so much, is shark.
Shark in Hawaiian is mano.
Mano.
Mano with the
Mano.
kahako with the o.
So is it
Mano.
Mano? Is there any significance of shark in Hawaiian language?
For some families, they may believe the shark to be what they call an aumakua, or like guardian of their family. So, I mean, it could be any animal, but for some families, it's the shark.
That's why we got plenty of sharks around Hawaii. Don't be afraid, though.
Well, you should be a little afraid. Don't.
I can say what everybody said. They're more afraid of us than we are of them. Yeah. Well, like surfing and bodyboarding and stuff, you'll see a lot of sharks. But for the most part, I mean, they keep to themselves. Shark in Japanese is same.
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 Baby same.
All right. Before we go, we have one thing to mention that, some people were nice enough to, speak to us about donations and things and wanting to help out. So, we did set up a Buy Me a Coffee, which we are kind of working on. But the link will be in the description if you want to check it out.
Okay, and that's a wrap for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like, any suggestions, and we'll see you in the next one.